Hello and welcome to another edition of Cult Conversations. My name's Dexter O'Neill and today I'm joined by Torchwood star Gareth David-Lloyd. What was it that made you want to get into acting?
When I was younger, my mum worked a lot. She found it difficult to take me to school in the mornings and things like that. So my auntie took me under her wing. She used to take me to school and she decided that I needed some sort of extracurricular activity. So I started with music lessons, but I didn't really enjoy the practising elements to that. So we then tried drama classes. I was about 10 and discovered that I really loved it. And from that moment on, really, I didn't want to do anything else.
So in your teenage years, did you continue to grow with acting?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think there were about 5 different youth drama groups in South Wales that I was a member of. Gwent Young People's Theatre. I played Henry V in Monmouth Castle at 15, which was a great opportunity. The year after I played Macbeth in the same venue, which was seen by Neil Kinnock, who then offered to help me out financially if and when I ever went to drama school. Which is a promise that he kept when I eventually went to do a one-year course in Reading, which cost quite a substantial amount of money. Neil sent me a cheque, which was nice.
So was that a turning point when you actually people believed in what you were doing?
Absolutely, yeah. It was really... I received a lot of support and good sort of feedback from people, which sort of cemented the idea of being an actor in my mind.
So how did you make your first break into television?
Well, I did the Troughton Opera in Lyric Hammersmith with the National Youth Theatre. That's when I got my agent, Maxine Hoffman, Curtis Brown. That's when I started auditioning for TV and film, really. And the first job I got was Terry Pine in Absolute Power, a Welsh footballer that wanted to play for England. And it was a brilliant opportunity because I got to work with Stephen Fry, who was sort of one of my heroes.
And what was that like?
Brilliant. I mean, it was scary at first, very scary, but as soon as I got over that, very enjoyable. And after that, my confidence increased, and I started to get more work.
How did you take to theatre school? Was it a challenge for you, or was it something you took to quite naturally?
Well, I had the opportunity of going to a couple of drama schools, 3-year courses in London, and I decided against it. I did a 1-year course because I felt that I'd done so much with youth groups and youth theatres that I felt like 3 years would be too much, really. I knew a lot of people that were already in drama school, and a lot of what they were doing, a lot of the time was sort of taken up with doing things that I'd already done or was already familiar with. So I chose a course that was run basically like a repertory theatre. You do a play every couple of weeks, various small venues around Reading, and they run the course, but with a philosophy that the best way of learning is by doing it. And I found that suited me right down to the ground, really.
Tell us a bit about your acting roles before Torchwood.
As I said, I played a lot of sort of big characters, Shakespeare and otherwise, in youth theatres. Professionally, after Absolute Power, I've done The Bill, I've done Casualty, sort of one-off episodes. I did Beethoven, a first sort of period drama with Paul Rees. Shot that in Poland, and that was great fun.
So what was it like tackling something that was period as opposed to contemporary?
Again, it was a new experience because I'd never done period drama on film before, but there's always more magic, I think, when you get to sort of play a character from a different time, when sort of an older world is built up around you, and it's a bit more magical and adds to the excitement and the fun.
I've spoken to a lot of actors who have a preference between theatre or television, and a lot say that they find television and film quite boring, and they find the immediacy of theatre quite challenging. What would your preference be?
I mean, absolutely. There is no... You can't replace... There's nothing else quite like it. You can't replace the excitement of being on stage and having that immediacy in a role. But I do really also enjoy film and TV because you get to watch it back and it's something that you've got forever. So I think both have their merits. And I think people who say film and TV is boring. I think that's sort of referencing the long waits you get in between shooting your scenes, because it's so much to sort out, so much to set up. So you do find yourself sort of in your trailer for hours on end, sort of waiting for your scene to come up. I mean, that is a drawback. But as soon as you get onto the set, I love it. I love it. It's still sort of has the magic there, but without the instant sort of gratification you get with theatre.
Moving on to Torchwood, which has been your last major project. How did you land the part?
I auditioned like a lot of other young hopefuls in London for the producer, Richard Stokes. Very excited when I heard about the project. I'd read about the project in the paper, and it was something that sort of stood out to me as something that would be quite exciting to be a part of. So I was ecstatic when I got an opportunity to audition for it, and fortunately it went my way, and I got it. I mean, the character is actually the character name is the same character name that I had in another of Russell T Davies projects called Mine or Mine. There was a Yanto Jones in that, but unfortunately, because they had to sort of cut, they had to turn sort of a six episode series into a 5 episode series. A lot of the storylines got cut, so my character sort of got cut out from the TV. The TV version of it, and I think it's back in for the DVD. And so Russell remembered me from that, which was nice. Good example of sort of seeds that you can plant as you go along without sort of realising it.
Was the audition process quite a long one? Did you have to go through many producers, or was it quite immediate?
Well, the character wasn't in the first few episodes very much at all. It was very much a sort of mysterious sort of T-boy figure in the background, but they said, he comes more to the foreground as the series progresses. But there wasn't a lot to go on with the audition, so the audition was actually a couple of Yanto's lines and a speech by a different character, by the policeman, a speech the policeman does towards the end of the first episode, and I think they just wanted to see a take on that. It wasn't that long. Very nervous. And I didn't think I got it for the first, because sort of time went on afterwards, for about 3 weeks. It was a really nice surprise when I got the call to say that I got the job.
And how did you feel about that?
Over the moon, I mean, it was just dream come true. All of a sudden, all that work over the years, all the drama groups and youth theatres, and being skint in London, paid off. It was one of the best moments of my life so far.
At that point, did you move back to Cardiff, or were we already back in Cardiff?
No, I was living in London. That was quite a nice thing as well. The first sort of major regular TV role I got involved moving back to Cardiff, because I'm from Newport, which is just down the road. So not only was I part of this amazing experimental science fiction project, I got to go home and do it with my friends and family sort of close at hand.